just so that we have something to look back on. Okay, so we're going to continue the work on the review of related literature. But one of the things that I noticed is quite important for us to be able to get a better grade, in relation to the PETA, is there is a problem that I noticed in relation to the way you cite the sources. Okay, so I'm opening now the rubric that we're supposed to use, okay, or that we are going to use for the APA citation. And this is 10 points, okay? So, all right, can somebody just let me know, is the rubric visible? Yes or no? Is it visible? Yes or no? Can you see the rubric?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so 10 points or 20% of the PETA grade is going to be devoted to the APA citation style. So the first thing that I'm going to look at, of course, is the presence of the match between what you cite in the text with what you or how you actually cite it. Now, here are some common observations that I have. Okay, so observation number one: there is a temptation to get articles from websites like ResearchGate or Google Scholar. But the problem is there is no journal that actually published the article. Okay. And that can be a problem. You should not get articles that have not been published in a journal. Okay. So it has to be, okay, the article has to at least be in a journal or in the website of a university. Like, for example, in the case of Group 3, they were able to look to see a thesis, a bachelor's thesis from Portland State University. So what Portland State University did is that they published. Okay. So they published the thesis as part of the university collections. That is allowed. Okay. However, I'll be sharing the screen again. Okay. They have one article here. So for example, by GOTS. Okay. This article is in ResearchGate. The self-presentation of influencers on Instagram and its significance for girls. Summary of findings of a series of studies. The problem is this article, okay, this article is not necessarily part, okay, of any research journal. Apparently, this article is found in a magazine, okay? It looks like it's found in a magazine. The problem is this is not a scholarly work, okay? So we're not allowed to cite magazine articles, okay? So the comment that I made for this one is that they have to remove, okay? They have to remove this article and everything that references, okay? That it references. So GOTS will be removed. And if we check their area, we'll try to search for GOTS. It has to be, okay? Such has to be removed, okay? So for example, this one will have to be deleted simply because it cites GOTS. Okay? So anything that cites an article that we have removed will now have to be deleted. Okay? Is it clear so far? Since you're all in the same room, chatting will be sufficient so that you don't have to unmute anymore. Is it clear so far? Class. Okay. Now, I have already begun grading, okay, unofficially, okay, the works that you do. And one of the things that I need to look for is the congruence or the match between what I see being cited here in the paper as well as what I see being cited in the references. So for example, Renner, 2019, that is the person being cited. What I do is that I check the references and try to figure out where Renner is. Okay? So, Renner, to the best of my knowledge and what I see right now, okay, has been added here. Okay? So, this is from the New Yorker. Now, if this is from the New Yorker, then we will have to check if such is indeed found in the New Yorker. So, here, how social media shapes our identity. Yet again, this is a magazine article. Okay? Although the New Yorker is quite reliable as a source, no? It is still not the best source that you can get. So I would like to make sure I would like you to make sure that you cite something else instead. Okay? Perhaps what you can do, group 3, is you take a look at Renner's work, take a look at the references that Renner used, and then figure out sino yung mga sinasite ni Renner. Because even this one, for example, okay, even this one doesn't necessarily cite the references that the person actually cited. Okay? So that is my reservation about using these kinds of articles. So, Renner to be deleted. Okay? It has to be a scholarly article. Okay? Now, Genner and Sus 2016. Let's see who this creature is. So far, we don't see a Genner. We might see a Sus later on. Okay. We don't see Genner and Sus at all. So who is this? Okay. It is possible. Okay. What's one possible thing that happened here? It's possible that they were able to read an article that cited Genner and Suss of 2016. So if that is, but they did not really see the actual article of Genner and Suss. If that is the case, what you're supposed to do is, for example, Genner and Suss 2016 as cited in Renner 2019. If what you saw is the actual article from Renner and Renner just cited Genner in 2016, then you have to mention Renner so that there is a match between what is in the paper and what is in the references list. Is that clear? Class, is that clear? Okay. So, for our session today, we will be taking a look at all of the references and making sure that everything matches. Okay? Now, unless I have checked the additional 3 per person, so like this, I have not yet checked this out. In the case of group 3, don't rearrange yet. Okay? So unless I have approved all of the 3, don't rearrange yet. Don't put them here yet. Okay? But for today, until 8:30, I need you to double check, number 1, that all the references are properly cited using APA. That's 1. Second, after they are properly cited, make sure that there is at least one sentence or one idea in the paper that uses these. Otherwise, delete the reference or simply cite the reference. Okay? Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay. Again, please remove magazine articles. News articles are okay. Okay, so a magazine article is like a feature article, similar to what we saw in the New Yorker. I want you, however, to remove those and concentrate on actual research articles. We can use news articles, like the ones from Inquirer, CNN. We can use those. That's fine. But not magazine articles. Clear? Is that clear, class? Okay. After today's session, the mistakes that I will see in APA will already have deductions in the grade. Clear? After this session, mistakes in APA will already have deductions in the grade. So, make sure that everything is properly cited. Okay? I hope that you will indeed cite everything properly. Okay? I will remain in the Zoom meeting room just so that you can reach me in case you have questions. But I will continue checking the work. Is that clear? Now, this is going to be an individual write shop. Magtulungan na kayo, okay, so that you can improve the work within this session. All right, begin the work, everybody. Those who have questions, raise their hands. You may also type because you're all located in the same room, so it might be better for you to just type the question. You can also type the question in the Google document. And then once you type it in the Google document, what you can do is tag me so that I can see which ones you sorry, you need help with. Okay? Thank you so much.